Hi. A very common question that gets asked to me on all the platforms that I have been is I've become an ACC affiliate or I'm about to become an ACC affiliate. How do I get my first job, right? So in our today's video, I'm going to talk about some of the things that you can do first of all to know what roles you should apply for, because I don't think you should just randomly keep applying for any and every role, right? That's the first thing. Second is, how do you prepare for those roles? And third, where these jobs are available, right? So these are the key three things that I believe can really help you crack your first job. But before we start talking about that, like always, thank you so much for all your love, support, comments, feedback. I truly appreciate it. If this is the first time you've come to my channel, why not hit the like, subscribe and the bell icon. I promise you I will make videos only that are helpful for your ACCA journey as well as your finance and accounting career, right? Now, coming to, first of all, if you are about to become an ACCA affiliate, right? I understand the first job is always the most difficult, right? It's not easy to land your first job because no one really wants to put money on someone who has not proven yet that they understand how the industry works, right? So I get it, right? Even I have to recruit sometimes in my accounts team, and I would want someone who's got some experience so that I don't have to do the work for someone else, right? So I get it. But what you can do is, first of all, try and find out where your interest really lies. Is it like, if you are someone who likes to ask questions, likes to get into details, right? Then you are someone really who's meant for an audit role, right? Or a risk role, right? Because these are the people who want to do due diligence, right? So if you're someone like that, make sure that you apply for audit roles, right? Because you don't really just want to keep randomly applying for everything. Try and set your mind that, yes, I want to start with let's say audit or a risk, right? Similarly, if you are someone who likes number crunching, analysis, right? Then consulting, right? Consulting is probably a good start. Maybe FP&A, right? FP&A is a very good start for you. And if people who do not know what FP&A is, it's financial planning and analysis. A lot of corporates, including MNCs, are recruiting, including ACCs, in that role. And then comes that someone who's generalist. I don't know if I want to work in other accounts, audit, taxation. Then startups, smaller companies are a great place to start, because that's where you will be able to do everything. You will do audit, accounting, taxation, everything, right? So a generalist accountant, right? So think about what you want to do, and then accordingly you can start preparing your resume. Now that's the second thing that I want to talk about, that whenever you are going to make your resume, especially if you're a fresher, you cannot have a 2, 3, 4, 5 pages resume. If I talk about myself, despite my 17, 18 years of work ex, my resume is a one and a half pager, right? So you need to make sure that you only call out things which are very pertinent, right? So you start talking about what your education is, and then you talk about your skills. Maybe you're very good at reporting, you're very good at audits, taxation, etc. And then you should talk about some of the achievements. Maybe you cleared all your ACCA papers in the first attempt, or you were you won, let's say, captain or something in your college, etc. Or you volunteered in some kind of not-for-profit organizations around your house or something like that. Make sure that you put things which are going to set you apart from the rest of the people. Because look, if you're going to apply, there are hundreds other who are also going to apply, right? So how does your resume stand out is by adding these things which probably is not there in the other resume. So do that, right? Make sure it's a nice one-pager crisp resume, but it is going to get your foot in the door as far as interview is concerned. Now, if you're not sure how that resume should look like, I will add a very standard and ATS, which is applicant tracking system, right? This is a system that organizations use today to check and filter resumes, right? So it will be ATS-compliant, the resume that I give in the description. So do feel free to utilize that. Now, third thing is that, how do you go about applying for these jobs? Because, you've understood that you want to get into, let's say, audits, or, you've made your resume. The one of the biggest things that you can do is that for audits you can try for big fours or you can try for practice firms. Similarly, if let's say you want to get into FP&A roles, you can try for shared service centers. That's a very good place to start if you are looking for FP&A roles or international accounting roles, etc. Right? And if you're looking for a generalist accountant role, then trust me, the whole world is your playground. You can work in any organization, even a supermarket right next to your house will probably need someone who can do their accounting, right? So there are multiple places that you can start. Now, where do you apply? For example, ACCA has their ACCA jobs portal, there is Naukri, and then comes very important these days, LinkedIn. LinkedIn has lots of jobs available. There are a lot of people who post about the openings on the LinkedIn. You can network with the people who are working in your dream companies. You want to work with, let's say, you want to work in EY. Network with people who are in EY. Request them if they can put your resume in these in these organizations, right? Because today network plays a very important role, guys, right? So network on LinkedIn. But yeah, I understand it does take time. Sometimes it takes weeks, sometimes it takes months, but don't lose your heart. The first job is the toughest, and after that, trust me, you will be fine, right? Now, the pro tip is that while I did say that, find out which job you want to apply for, but let's say you are able to find a role in FP&A, whereas you wanted to get into audits. Trust me, if it's your first job, you might as well take it. Because look, I did not know that I will start with EY audits, then move into Styria and WNS in accounting, and then move into finance at UBS, and then move to FPA and start teaching, right? So I would suggest that don't really be stuck upon that I want to get into this company or this role. First jobs, if they are anyways hard to come by, just go for it, right? And I'm sure you will be doing absolutely fine in your career. Look, ACCA is a very credible degree. I have been teaching ACCA for over a decade now. I've seen lot of my students who are doing super well today because they took up the jobs at the right time, right? So I hope this video helps you. Now, if you want any further help, feel free to comment me, reach out to me, WhatsApp me. I'll try and do my best to help you guys. And if you think this video is helpful, why not share it with your friends? And all the very best. Thank you so much, and bye-bye.